Tanya Hunya Tamakloe. Ono ena wakache aban say on reconsider decision say obe contribute troops to the ECOWAS intervention in Niger no. Sami into the abano no. Osanso Eka said the country's military no enye equipped for such exercises into no. Aban enhwe ni hu ye na wanyi eyi military ni ba kupo anga se monko ka ho na monko enko so ensama eko so ewo Niger no ano. Moma yentie ensama openi ekaye.
The equipment, even the men. It's a question. Now let me come to Ghana. We as a country, the strength of our army on the whole is just about 2 brigades. And you don't fight the war with 2 brigades. But nobody knows how it's going to end. This is a pure infantry work. You are fighting an infantry battle. This has nothing to do with Navy or Air Force. The Air Force, we don't even have the aircraft. So what sort of contribution are we going to give? We have to assess ourselves first. And with the 2 brigades, any good commander will advise his government, a particular Ghana government, not to get involved in this military. I think you get me? Yeah. Because we don't have the men to fight such a war. A war when you don't know even when it will end. On such a vast land, you have to pass through countries upon countries before you get to Niger. Definitely is going to demoralize the soldiers. Because if the body bag started coming, it will alarm the soldiers. And as I said, any good commander who knows his strength will not get involved in such a thing.
Enti asemna na opinina kano enti mu pese mo support anye mo ma farmers emfa banchini ade a mo ba ko support countries omo the might and weight a omo betimi di akopie mu Niger no na so just no enya aduane edi enti Ghana for the me sure say aban esikete say ye be contribute a aduane ena ye de beko. Comment about no any Carl say the invisible forces can do the job. Nana say Akufo-Addo will advise the government since he is the commander-in-chief. This war is easy. The invisible forces can fight it. Maxwell say we are already there, so stop wasting your time. But invisible forces are some abano. I don't know what say to me from Emma or Mutumi ko PM e wo hono.
Se Delta and Delta.
But no military person. Krumha. Na ebe pene so say nko. Nobody. Some of us are family members though. You see, young penny my family member and Niger.
Hey, they say they're family member. Hey, sorry, we are simple who. Just be successful. Just be successful. You who's a CDS, ya baby? Affiliation, a baby. Mama and to us. Charles say, Mohammed say. They should send the vigilance groups of soldiers who killed our brothers during election time to fight in Niger. Charles say they should rather send their invisible forces to Niger, not our poorly equipped military. If you want to my ECOWAS, omo NSC and omo who say yes, they have legs. Into mujina ho no more kasa tough. Now the economic community of West African states no. And a what order the standby force. Standby force, ebi mo say ebi ni ho, ebi mo say ebi wo ho omo standby force no omo restore constitutional order e wo Niger Republic
standby
no go be aba in line me boy
President Akufo-Addo bi
I see him he's there Oshe corner ha no Oshe corner papa no white
second row
that's how you anka no short people.
Maybe those are short.
The tall people are in front. It's almost covered.
Oh, tall person
watching. Yes.
Oh, sir. Debu, where old picture? Cause Buhari no.
Thomas the Afa.
The mamoto wait. Even that
now. Now, the president of ECOWAS, Omar Aliou Toure, made the declaration while reading the resolution of ECOWAS on the Niger coup at the ECOWAS extraordinary meeting in Abuja on Thursday. It also called on the African Union, AU, partner countries and institutions to support the resolution taken by the sub-regional body. ECOWAS said all efforts made to dialogue with Niger Republic military junta have been defiantly rejected by coup leaders as they condemn the continuous detention of President Mohammed Bazoum. Omunipa na ya detaining in any here because if they release the man, they will stop all these things.
Bazoum should tell them what he wants to do.
They will stop all these things. Omujani.
A country of his choice. But Obaho now feel on also present.
Yeah.
It's all depend two characters.
Say.
Yeah, you will free so.
I know also nyana so.
Also nyana adwen okay and ma mama na aduane o.
O na send there.
Mama na aduane. Mama na
Why they holding?
Sa holding na say the two esi wo so. O fie ba tun.
Under house arrest.
House arrest.
And then na to so onye den.
So onye na adwen so sisi ani aka say on free seat no so.
Okay.
On free seat no so.
ECOWAS said all efforts made to dialogue with Niger Republic military junta have been defiantly rejected by coup leaders as they condemn the continuous detention of President Mohammed Bazoum and his family members. The resolution partly reads, I quote, direct the committee of the Chief of Defense Staff to activate the ECOWAS standby force with all its elements immediately. Order the deployment of the ECOWAS standby force to restore constitutional order in the Republic of Niger. Underscore its continued commitment to the restoration of constitutional order through peaceful means. The year catcher say, so more president be etne akonya so SSS a constitution to favor him. They should also activate the standby force. So munko removing Muma yentie and some mukai.
And having considered the reports of the envoys of the chair to Niger and various other places, carefully considered the report and recommendations of the ECOWAS Committee of Chiefs of Defense Staff, extensively discussed the latest development in Niger since the last extraordinary summit held on 30 July 2023, noted that all diplomatic efforts made by ECOWAS in resolving the crisis have been defiantly repelled by the military leadership of the Republic of Niger, taking note of the expiration of the one-week ultimatum given for the restoration of constitutional order in the Republic of Niger, decide as follows. A, reiterates its strong condemnation of the attempted coup d'etat and the continued illegal detention of President Mohammed Bazoum, his family, and members of his government. B, further condemns the condition in which President Bazoum is being detained and hold the CNSP fully and solely responsible for the safety, security, and physical integrity of President Bazoum, members of his family, and government. C, uphold all measures and principles agreed upon by the extraordinary summit held on Niger on 30th July 2023. Underscore the determination of the ECOWAS authority to keep all options on the table for the peaceful resolution of the crisis. Enforce all measures, in particular border closures and strict travel bans and assets freeze, on all persons or groups of individuals whose actions hinder all peaceful efforts aimed at ensuring the smooth and complete restoration of constitutional order. Warn member states who, by their action directly or indirectly, hindered the peaceful resolution of the crisis in Niger about the consequences for their action before the community, with all its elements immediately. Order the deployment of the ECOWAS standby force to restore constitutional order in the Republic of Niger. Underscore its continued commitment to the restoration of constitutional order through peaceful means.
ECOWAS Eka Moma enko to the final year trending issue. Reverend Obofo Ewo news ni more trending. Na see a time aso.
Kasa na
Omo
fire ko run je.
I see a protest here. Nti wo which is all the time kakebe na odumi mark na kakebe na odumi.
Yes, bye. Reverend Obofo say in a recent video that has sparked reactions, Reverend Kwekwe Jentry, a friend of a year Reverend Obofo or sign a founder and leader of Anointed Palace Chapel or no and waba be discuss bibi onya ne sika free ɔmpɛ OSP nsɛnsɛm bia nti ɔno ankasa ɛde aba abɛtudwa aka kyerɛ mu baabi a ne sika ɔwɔ nyinaa no ɔnya fie na ɔyɛ live broadcast bi ɛhɔnom ɛna Reverend Obofoɔ ɛka yɛ sɛ ɔno as well as his financial prosperity of other pastors is as a result of offerings Omunya Efri congregation eho. He shared that the wealth he has amassed is derived from the contributions and donations made by members of his church, pointing to a shoe no osha a mirror but mu say enkum ne bo be den say shoe na osha no all those metal things na ewo ho no as a result of financial offerings from a year in congregation. No, notably, he emphasized that the resources gathered from collections and earnings from church events are reinvested, underlining the acquisition of a new pair of shoes as an example. Your investment, purchased with funds generated from church offerings. In a clear and unequivocal statement, Reverend Obofoɔ challenged the notion that any clergyman becomes wealthy independently. Osai Eka said no religious leader can be inherently affluent, but rather accrues prosperity through the financial contributions made by their followers. Now, according to the Okaya, offerings are channeled into various business ventures are ultimately etumi ebeboa ema omuye iskafo pa. Now, revelation it adds to the ongoing discourse surrounding the financial dynamics of religious leaders and the utilization of church contributions to facilitate their growth and influence. Commented by any. Peter said, not all pastors. Some pastors are disciplined and God-fearing. Trust me. Asante said, come and see my friends who are minors working to get more money to help the church. I don't blame you. You had it cool chop, so you are full. Francis said, the blessings of the Lord maketh rich and add no sorrow. Proverbs 10:20. Hebrews 7:7. Without not all contradictions, the less is blessed better. Nanaba say, in our modern society, people take advantage of the kindness and hard work of others to get what they want and then move on without offering any sort of recognition or appreciation for their effort. Intisa ena okaya aha ena yedi a year trending issues yedi ABC.